Hey, you guys. I just want to tell you a story that has kind of it's a very cool story. And I actually made a post. I recorded a post, and I realized later that I had mixed up my memory with regard to who it happened to, but I'm going to tell you about a psychic here on Long Island that is absolutely amazing. His name is Tony. And my cousin had run into him about 2 months after my mom died, May 12th, 1993. And he went to Tony, and Tony does this whole thing with regular deck of playing cards, and then he takes a piece of jewelry that you wear on a regular basis, so it really has absorbed your energy, and he talks to dead people. Whether you believe that or not, that's what he says he does. And what happened with my cousin is he said to my cousin, "You've lost someone recently," and then he said, "There's someone new here. Her name is Jennifer." Now my mom's name is Jean, so my cousin says, "I don't know any Jennifer," and so he goes, no, that's not the person I'm talking about. This person is sort of acting as a conduit, because the person who my cousin lost, who passed away, was very, very new there. And so he said, "Her name is Jean." There's no way he could have known that. So what happened, the thing that just really blew all our minds was my father, my mother had been ill for a long time, and the last 12 days of her life, my brother and sister and father and I sort of like lived in the same house waiting for her to pass. And she was in pain, although in the end we had her so medicated that I think she was comfortable. But my father awoke in the middle of the night one night thinking he heard my mother screaming, and so he was just obsessed with the idea that she was someplace, that she was in pain and she was afraid, and he couldn't do anything about it. So when my cousin was there, with Tony, Tony connects and he goes, she has a very urgent message for her husband. You have to let him know. She's not afraid and she's not in pain. I call that pretty damn specific. So much that my father came up from Florida to see him. So anyway, when I went, he found her too. He didn't know. He had no idea that I was connected to my cousin. I made my appointment separately. He didn't know that I was related to my cousin. And so when he's sitting there and he's holding my ring, and he just immediately starts to sweat. And he's got a pen and he's writing on a J on the paper. And he goes, J. And he's just like sort of writing the J over and over. And he's sweating and he's holding this thing, and then he writes Jean. And he goes, Jean is here. She's your mother. And he goes, I see her. She has the most beautiful smile. And she's with her mom, Alma. And I don't know if I said anything at the time, but I'm like, her name wasn't Alma, it was Lucille. I don't know who Alma was. I mean, I know my mother's middle name was Alma. So after the fact, when I was talking to my aunt, who was my mother's sister, and I told her, she said to me, that was her name. Her name was Alma Lucille. So, okay. So that was really cool, and that's what I recorded earlier. It was like, this morning before noon. So I'm trying to find the receipt for my video camera because it's jerking now, and I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. But so I'm looking for the receipt, and I had to clean. I had to clean my office. I mean, look at this. This is just chaos. It's just really bad. So I started cleaning, and I found his card. I found Tony's card, which I haven't seen in years. That's how often I clean. And so I said, you know, just for the hell of it, let me call. He's probably not even there anymore. He, not only was he there, he answered. Because usually, I remember I would always get his answering machine. And he remembered me. And we talked, and I told him what happened, because there are no coincidences. And so I said, you know, I don't have a job now, but I damn well better have a job by my birthday in the end of June. So I made an appointment on my birthday to see him, and he's still incredibly reasonable. Just $75 for an hour. I mean, fake psychics charge more than that. So I'm really excited. So that's my birthday present to myself. I would have liked to have seen him now to see what he sees with regard to my career and my financial future. But I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, that was really, really cool, and I just wanted to share that with you. I know I'm like doing a whole bunch of videos today, but the next video probably you'll see from me is my Jack's video on Tuesday on 5 awesome kitties, and then I probably won't do anything again until next weekend. So I have to take advantage of when I have the time. But I would love, again, here's another plea for a video response. People, make videos. Tell me your experiences with psychics, if they're good or bad or whatever. I love getting video responses, and I hardly ever do. So I know you can do it. Okay? Have a great weekend.